Welcome back. We now cross over to the Ongwediva Trade Fair, where our colleague Ndapewa Mbambi is engaging Gideon Samulandela, the Public Relations Officer at the Namibian Sports Commission. Ndapewa, over to you.
Thank you so much, Tim. Good afternoon, good evening to you rather, and we're still finding ourselves at the Ongwediva Annual Trade Fair, bring you everything that's happening right here. Now today we are engaging Gideon Samulandela, who is the Marketing and PR Officer at the Sports Commission. Hi Gideon.
Good evening to fellow countrymen and women out there. Today we are here at the Ongwediva Annual Trade Fair. We are in Queen's Hall, stall number 112. To talk about our projects and the things that we have for the country.
All right. What is the main purpose of the Sports Commission at this year's Ongwediva Annual Trade Fair?
The main purpose of the presence of the Sports Commission at the Trade Fair is to talk about our projects that we are currently running. For example, we are bringing a mega project in September from 11 to 15, which we can say like a young Olympics for Namibia, whereby we convene the youth at the National Youth Games, whereby we are going to select Team Namibia, and other projects like the Sports Expo that's going to happen later on during the year in Swakopmund, and then the awards, of course, which are slated for later in November in Windhoek, and also to promote the newly launched National Sports Supporters Jersey.
Now, before we get to the merchandise, we'd want to find out what are some of the challenges that the Sports Commission is facing when it comes to promoting sports in Namibia, and also how are you addressing some of these challenges?
Thank you very much. There's no institution that functions without challenges. I should say it like that. So we exist in a whole system that consists of subsystems interdependent on each other. So I can say the common challenge that we are facing like anyone else is the financing, of course, our budget. We are operating on a budget that plus minus 7 million. And from this budget, we have to also to feed our almost 60 federations that we are having. So if you take that, we take out operation, we slash it, and then we give to our federations for them to ensure that there's sports development. It won't be sufficient for us to execute our mandate properly. What are we doing about it? Of course, we are doing a lot of things. We are having projects partnerships with other stakeholders, like, for example, the Expo. We are doing it with MTC Dome. That's helping us also. The Youth Games, we are running that with the Ministry of Sport, Youth and National Services. So that also is helping us a lot, looking out for partnerships, collaborations, and so forth. Of course, the other challenge that we can say is lack of local consumption and lack of consumer trust in our own products. You understand? But we saw the dynamics are shifting when the Brave Warriors were playing in Cote d'Ivoire. All Namibians came together. Now went back to the table and say, what can we give to our supporters? Then we did for them that attire that we unveiled in Windhoek. And then the initial funds that we are getting from this, or the revenue that we are getting from this, is not for the operation of the commission. Of course, it's going direct to the sport development fund, which we are going to invest back to at least even at 20% to develop the youth or the athletes on the ground. The other challenge, of course, the common one, lack of infrastructure, accredited or approved infrastructures that we have. But however, our ministry is allocated a budget for the revamping of few stadiums that we have. Of course, it's not much, but we have to start somewhere. And I should emphasize that in addressing these challenges, it's not only the Sport Commission or the Ministry of Sport, but we need to come together collectively and see how we can engage private sector and our public institutions and develop our sports infrastructures.
Now talk to us about some of the opportunities that are available for young athletes as well as sports enthusiasts to get involved and receive support from the Sports Commission, specifically some that you're basically giving out here at the Ongwediva Annual Trade Fair.
Some of the opportunities that we have, I should say, like I mentioned earlier about partnerships. We signed an MOU with NASFAF, that's Namibia Student Financial Assistance Fund. We said with these guys, say, look guys, our athletes, they are just they cannot afford, because the games, they are not happening every day, so they don't have monthly income. Why don't you let these guys enrolled at varsity and then let them do sports codes? We don't have, we have few, if we have, like qualified sports personnel with that can help. For example, a physiotherapist that specializes in sports. Of course, you come from the Olympics. You need to come heal at home because you cannot stay there. So we need people, young people, please do register at universities. We have that standing MOU with NASFAF. They are going to pay for you. Of course, that should be done through our office. And again, when you talk about social and economical impact, through the projects that we are doing, look, for example, the National Youth Games that we'll be hosting in Oshana regions. We saw that, okay, fine, Oshana is having 3 towns. Why don't we divide the sports courts in all 3 towns? So we are going to host these games in Ondangwa, Ongwediva, and Oshakati. This is done so, strategically done so, to ensure that we cater for local entrepreneurs that are in all the 3 towns, and then we invest back. We are expecting over 2,000 people to convene in Oshana region. Imagine that social and economical impact it has following the trade fair. That's great.
Yeah, it's great. Now let's talk about the Namibia Sports Supporters jersey. Now these jerseys come in 3 colors and they were recently launched last week Monday, right?
Yes.
Yes, last week Monday. Yes. Kindly just talk to us about the jerseys. They are also available